Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. This is our robotic programming class. Today is the fifth class. So what we learned last week, it was repeat. So we can repeat the action many times that we want. So we can specify how many times it will repeat. And we also learned if we put the action in different order, and the behavior of the robot is totally different. So today, let's just review what we did. So I have homeworks from 2 students. So Gus, do you want to present your homework to the class?
Sure.
And then Claire, you will be the next one, okay?
Where does anyone get that? I believe this is the one. Okay, so this is what I did. Wait. No. I believe it.
Okay.
Wait, it's not working.
Yeah, I think because you reset it, so that is why. And I think I understood what you are trying to do. So you are trying to join the star 3 times, right?
4.
4 times. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. So Claire, can you present yours? Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Claire. Good job. Okay, so far you will learn all the movement of the robot. You can drive, You can steer, you can drive backwards, you can drive forwards, and you can make a turn. Then you can do repeats, right? We also learned other actions like we can play, we can shoot text, we can say, right? So they're all good. But if we wanted to make the robot smart, if we wanted to make it smart, what do we need to do? Let me share my screen, okay? So why we has as a human we are smart? Because we have a lot of sensors. Our sensor can tell me different things. So can you tell me what sensors do you see on this picture? What sensors? What sensors? Eyes, yes. Anything else?
Ears.
Yes.
Mouth
yes.
and nose. Mouth and nose.
Yes. Nose, eyes, yes. And
Hands.
yes.
And mouth.
Mouth, yes. And
Tongue.
yes, tongues. That's great. And anything else?
Face.
Fish. Fish. What do you sense if you use a fish?
Skin. Brain.
Yeah, skin. Skin is a sensor. Yes.
Brain.
What?
The brain.
The brain. Brain is not a sensor. Brain is a processor. And it's a command. And what?
Lungs.
Nose is not a sensor. Okay, so you see eyes, nose,
Legs.
face. What can you sense using
You can
face?
see our legs.
No, that's eyes. If you use a see, then that's eyes, right? Skin, you can touch it, then you know that someone touched you, right? And the hair as well. If you hair is touched by something, you can sense that, right? So a robot needs to have a sensor. Once it has a sensor, then it will be smart. So let's watch a short video, and then you tell me what sensors does this robot has. Okay, I want you guys pay attention to this video. It is called a simple robot sensors demos. Okay, let me do that. Okay, so after you watching this video, can you tell me what sensors? What sensors do you see?
What is that?
He's sharing screen.
So what sensors
No, it's
do
too
you
bright. Way too bright.
Okay.
It's not
what
looking
sensors do
nice.
you see?
I see, I saw that it said that the robot avoided objects.
Yeah, they can avoid the objects. So then what sensors we used?
I think it might have a camera on it.
Yeah, if you use camera, yes, you caught it, right? So actually, this one is use a different technology to help the robot avoid objects. So what is that?
A sensor.
A sensor. So what is sensor?
A sensor is sort of something that like helps you like move out of the way and things like that.
Okay, what sensor it use? It use a distance sensor. So you can sensor the distance. How far away are you from that object? So if you are closer to the object, then you try to avoid it, right? Does it make sense?
Yep.
So what other sensors do you see from this video?
Um.
So Claire, do you see other sensors?
Maybe there was a sensor for like for it to follow the rope,
So
and
what
maybe
sensor?
and maybe there's a light sensor.
Yes, the light sensor, you see, the robot can chase the light, right? So if you have a flashlight, you point it to that location, the robot will move to that light. So that's a light sensing. Yes, you're right, guys. So what are the other sensors it showed in the video? Audrey.
I wasn't here the entire video. I just joined like a few minutes ago.
Oh, okay. So,
Um,
okay, Ryan, what other sensors did you see?
I saw the nose, ears, mouth, eyes, and beard.
So you are talking about this one,
The
right?
beard.
So you are talking about this one, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the robot in the video. So what other sensors did you see?
Like I can like the bottom is like yellow glowing thing. I think that there yellow like a glowing thing that shows what color it's on top of.
maybe there is a sort of
Eyes. The sensor.
Do you guys wanted to watch the video again?
I think there might be like
No.
a rope sensor or something because there was like following a trail of rope.
That's right. So guys, so it has a sensor to help the robot follow the track. So what it use? It use a color sensor because that track is black color. So it cannot follow that. Does it make sense?
Uh-huh.
All right. So we have three sensors in that video. One is the distance sense. The first one was the light sensor, so it can chase the light. Second one is the distance sensor, so it can avoid the object. The third one is the color sensor, so it can detect the color. So it will help it follow the track. All right, very good. So let's move on. So let's go to our application. Okay, let's go to our application. So let's go to this website. Let me go to new. All right. Do you guys see a section called sensors? Click on it. You see you have a lot of sensors here. Do you see that? You see you have a distance sensor, you have a color sensor, right? And then you have the degree sensor. Okay, then you have the gyroscope sensor, right? So you have a lot of sensors available. So now let me open the robot. Okay, you see how the sensors is mounted to the robot. So let me click on this one. Cool. Okay, you see we have the motor has sensors, so it knows how many times it has run, right? Then you have the ultrasonic sensor, you have the color sensor, you have the gyroscope sensor, and then you have the touch sensor. So if someone touched you, you know it, or have the color sensor. All right, do you guys get to this? Do you guys see all those sensors? Have you? Okay,
I see them.
good. So now let's learn it. How do we use it? Okay. All right. So now let's go to our application again. Let me get our robot. Okay. So let me get our robot in. So let me open this. And you see I have a robot here. You see these rays. Do you see these rays? This dotted line, these are the rays. These are all the signals the robot sends out. So if you wanted to see what the signals it sends out, so these actually are sensors, okay? So let me click on this. Can you guess? Whoa, actually the robot, and you see, it knows a lot of things. It has a distance, it has a touch sensor, it has a light sensor, okay? So I want you guys look at this, okay? If I put it here, do you see the distance sensor change or not? You see the ultra sensor. It's ultrasonic sensor. It can detect the distance. So let me move it far. Then you see this becomes 95 degrees, right? Let me move it very close. It's 19 centimeters, right? 19 centimeters. Okay. What? Let me take it away. So take it away, now the sensors can sense how far it is from the wall. You see here, it is like 163 centimeters from the wall. Okay. So hopefully you see this. And then you see the light sensor. Because we are on a white board, so you see the light sensor is 100%. So let me change this. Okay. Can you tell me if I move my robot here, you see the light sensor now the value is only 7%, because this is a very dark, right? So okay, let me change the scene again. So if I put it on in blue stripe, you see the color sensor tells me this is blue, and the light sensor tells me this 33%, right? Okay. So do you guys see all those? Do you see all those sensor values? Kingston? Do you see those? Okay,
Wait, give me a sec.
very good. So you can see the sensors, right? Okay, now let me come back. So we know the sensors and we can read the value from the sensors. So now let's learn the color sensor. So this is the eye of the robot. Do you see the eye here? Okay. Do we have eyes? Yes, we do. The robot also has eyes. So let's just try that, okay? Let's just see all the colors when you drive the robot. Okay, let's just do that. All right, so let me close this. And then let me also close this now. So look at my screen. I will use an repeat indefinitely here. And then I will just use an action. The action will be say. So what is it is going to say? So let me drag this out. Trash it. I will use a sensor. I will use the color. All right. So you see, you just say the color. You use the color sensor to get the color. So now let's see what we got. Let me run it. Let me put my robot here. Okay, now let me run it.
White. White.
Oh, sorry.
White. White.
Forgot one thing. I need to drive my robot, right? I need to drive my robot. And I wanted to drive it fast. 80% speed. All right, now here my robot to say color.
White. None. White. 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 White.
Okay, you see it is moves too fast, so it only says white, right? So let me put it back. So let me make it move slower. All right.
Blue. Yellow. Green. Red. White. 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 White.
Can you guys do this? Do you think the robot is smarter or not? Can your robot tell the color? See if your robot is smart or not. Who wants to share your screen to me? So Kingston, do you want to share your application? Do you want to share your screen? Okay, so Audrey, you finished? Do you want to share? I will give you guys 1 minute to work on it. Okay, Audrey, can you share yours? Yes.
Yellow. White. Green. White. Red. White. White.
Cool, thank you. So you say your robot is very smart, right? So it can tell the color. Yes, so who else wanted to share?
Can I?
Yeah, you can go ahead. So, guys, you can.
Try again with mine. It's pretty simple.
It's pretty simple, right? Okay, so can you share then?
Not much.
I will share after him.
Okay, like.
Unicorn. Unicorn.
Okay, very good. Thank you, guys. Good work. All right, so now we can make our robot smart, so it can tell the color when we use the color sensor, right? And your robot is smart. It can tell the colors. All right. So now let's just make it smarter, okay? So more smart. So can we use this to make a decision? So humans make decisions based on different conditions. Let's say if I want to go to watch a movie, and I will say, oh, do I have money? If I have money, I will go because I need to buy a ticket, right? So you make that decision. Do you want to see your friend? You want to make sure that your friend is at home. So that's the condition. If your friend is at home, then you can go to see your friend, right? So how do we do that in robot programming? Let's come back. So you see you have the controls here, right? We used the control before, that's repeat. But you see here, we have the if block here. If block, we will see it's a decision block. So why it is a decision block? So let me show you one thing. I will ask my robot to stop on red. Right? So then I need to use if. So I put my block. Okay. Put my block here. So if the robot, okay, runs on red, so this is a condition. So now let's get the logic. That means I need to compare something, right? Let's do this. I will compare what? I will compare the color that the robot get. Here, if the color that the robot get is equal to red, all right, what do I do? What do I do? I will say robot, you stop. Okay. So if it's not on red, then what do I do? You just click on this one. Click the plus sign. Yes. Okay. All right. So let me just duplicate this. So you see I duplicate it. So I put it here. And here I use equal to. All right. Now I say not equal to. If it's not red, then what do I do? I want my robot. So let me put it here. So you see here, if the robot get color red, I want to stop. If it's not red, just go ahead and move. All right, so you are doing the decision, right? Now let me run my application. I want you to see my application. Okay, let me run it. Watch my screen. You see? My robot now is very smart. It knows what color it gets. And then based on that condition, they can adjust its behavior. So once it gets a red color, it stops. It does not go anymore. So that's what I asked it. So you guys look at my screen and work on it. Then I will check your work. Okay. Look at my screen. You see I use the color I compare to the color. The color the robot get, I compare to see if it is red or not. All right. So you guys go ahead and do that. Then I will ask you to share your work to me. Okay.
I did it.
You already finished?
Mhm.
Very good. Okay.
Should I share?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Thank you. Okay. So Claire, have you finished?
I'm not done.
Okay. So Kingston, have you finished?
I have to restart because I got kicked out.
Oh, you gotta kick it off. Okay. How about you, Ryan? Ryan?
Can't do.
I cannot hear you.
I can't do anything that much because it won't let me.
Why won't they allow you?
I don't know.
Do you want to share your screen to me? Let me see why it does not allow you. Can you share your screen?
Okay. Okay. So, see.
Because you use a different scene. Okay.
So I can't do anything.
Okay. Can you reload it then? Then you run it. Yeah. Reload it. New page. Okay.
So I'm gonna go stop sharing.
So you need to.
I'm gonna go share once I'm done.
Okay. Go ahead and do your work. Okay. You don't have to share now. So Audrey, you finished?
I'm just testing it. I'm almost done.
So Claire, now you finished? Not yet. Okay. You need more time. Then let's just get more time to get it done. Okay. All right. Clay, Kingston, and Audrey, you guys need to finish that. I will check your work. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna share.
Go ahead. Okay. Run it. All right. So, okay. Do you know the stop sharing? Let me ask you. So, Audrey, I still want you to share, Audrey, because there's a question I needed to ask you about your work. So, why you needed to create an dark red block there? Why? Can you tell me? I cannot hear you.
I just kind of used it.
Because if you do not create a bigger block there, then your robot will not stop, right?
Yeah.
And do you know why it will not stop? So can anyone look at Audrey's work and tell me why Audrey has to create a big block there?
Because it doesn't really it stops it doesn't really stop that much because the block is a bit too big.
You are on the symptom. You see the symptom of the problem.
And
But,
because it and it sort of stops in the middle of a block.
and still it's the symptom. It's not the cause. So what is the cause and why? Claire, do you see the problem?
Because if there isn't that color, it wouldn't stop.
You can change a different color. Can you use red? Yeah, go ahead, use red, Audrey. And then now rerun it, see if your robot can stop or not. Why? Why it cannot stop? Kingston, do you know why? Okay. So
No,
the
I
reason
do not.
you do not. So the reason is that Audrey use a different drive. That drive it Audrey force it to drive 20 centimeters. So once it starts driving, it has to drive 20 centimeters. So that is why. Okay. All right. Now you can stop on at any colors now. Okay. So can you just rerun your application now? Cool. Because this drive is different from the previous drive. Because the previous drive, it is an action, you see, let me drive 20 centimeters. So it will drive 20 centimeters no matter what happens. Okay, because the strip, the color strip is not 20 centimeters wide. So that is why it will not stop on the color. It will not stop on that color. So that's why Audrey has to create a bigger block. A bigger block. So it needs to be wider than 20 centimeters. All right, does it make sense?
I got a question.
Yes.
How do you create a block?
Oh, how do we create a block? So Audrey, can you show that? Audrey
So
is
you
smart
just
on that.
go to the little yellow button and then you can choose which one you want. And then you can create this. And then if you want, you can change the color to any of these really. Doesn't really matter. And then if you want to delete it, you can just do this.
Very good.
And if you want another one of these, you can just do this.
All right. Very good. Okay. So now we are doing very good, right? We're doing very good. So Claire, you get it to work, right?
I have a question. I can't find the correct block.
Can you share your screen?
I found these other blocks, but when I go here, I can't find this one. I mean, I have this one, but I don't have the, like,
All right. Yeah. Use the one on top. Use the one on top. Can you
this
drag it?
block.
Mm-hmm. And then click the plus sign. So you in that block, click the plus sign. Yes. That's the working now.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me share my screen again. Let me use a different one. Okay. So let me share my screen. So actually, I want you guys to take a look at this one. It's better to use this one, okay? So let me drag this out. So this one, you see, if something happened, do something else, do something different. So that will do the same work. Let me put it here. Then let me put the stuff here. If it is red, stop. If it's not, drive. You see, this is a simple. So let me trash everything. So this is if something happen, I do something else. I do another thing. So let me just run it. You see, the stopped on red because I have the decision here. If it is red, stop. Else, I will keep driving. Okay, so you see the drive I'm using here does not have a distance. It just move tiny bit. But because I'm using and repeat indefinitely, so it will keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. So you see the robot is moving, all right? All right, so Claire, now do you get it to work?
I think it works now.
Can you share it to me? Cool. All right, Kingston, do you get it to work?
I got my mind's working.
Okay, can you share it to me, Ryan?
I'm kind of confused. Like, how do I get like that cyan, like blue thing so then I can like do the color thing?
So this is my program.
I think you just have to press the yellow button. And I don't think you're in the right one. Can you?
You are in the wrong thing, right? Can you move?
Oh,
Have you move your mouse? Have you move your mouse to the top? You're on a wrong thing.
oh yeah, I am. It's because I like came 8 minutes late and stuff, so.
Okay. 8 minutes late. 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 Okay So Ryan, have you got it to work, Ryan?
No, but I'm still making some progress. And don't blame me for like making the guy bumped into that mountain. It's not my fault because we're out of time.
Okay, I really don't know what's problem you have. Do you guys get what Ryan said? What problem he has? Okay, I do not get it. The problem you mentioned. Okay. All right, so let's move on. So we are good on that. So now let's do this work. Homework. So run the robot in a different speed when the different color is picked. So you want to run the robot at a speed at 10% when it is red. You want to run it at 100% speed when it is green, and run it 80% when it is white, and run like 30% when it is yellow, and when it is blue, it is 50%. So let me just do one.
Can you copy it into the chat?
Yes. All right, so let me just do one, okay? So then you will do the rest of them. So this is I needed to use a different decision now. Okay, so let me use a different one. Okay, so let's say if it is red, I will drive my robot at 10%. And then you say, let's say if it's blue, I will drive it at 50%. Okay. Blue, if it's blue, so let me just duplicate this one. So if it is blue, need to use this one. This one. So if it is red, we have 10%. I will click the plus sign. So if it is blue, I will duplicate this one as well. Let me just duplicate it. So it will drive 50%. All right. So now let me run it. Look at my screen. So I'm running this. When it gets to red, you see it's very slow. Okay. So this is how to do it. So I want you guys to do this homework. Okay. Any question? You understand what I ask you to do, right? So Audrey, do you understand what I want you to do? How about you, Gus?
Yes, I'm just copying down the thing from the chat.
Okay, so how about you, Kingston?
I wasn't able to find it. Like I was looking.
You need to find the what? What do you need to find?
I need to find which robot place I have to go to. Like, I know we still have to go on the same slide, but like, which button do I like press? Like, I don't know which one.
Can you share your screen? Let me take a look at what problem you have.
Okay. Just give me a sec.
Sure, take your time, no rush.
Um, okay. Like, I don't know which one of these to press.
The top left one, the first
To the
row.
top.
Yeah,
This
top left.
one?
Yes, click on it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. All right. So you guys, do you guys have a question? If not, I want you guys to finish the homework and then submit it to me, okay? Share your homework to me. And if you guys have question, you can stay. If not, then we have finished our class for today. All right. So are you guys good with it? You understand that you can make the robot smart, so it can tell the colors, right? Very good. All right.